So a little bit of upkeep. Really quick. I would like to shout out our new friends at Arcane Circle. Arcane Circle invited me to do a little interview with him. Talked about the game here, some DM stuff. Got to do my Scratch voice live. So yeah, they put up the interview. We collabed with it on our YouTube page at Duo Gaming on YouTube. And you can also find it by going straight to Arcane Circle. It's also going to be on their blog. And we're one of the creators they're featuring for a little bit. So I'm not sure if we're still up there on the blog or not, but I do know that the interview is released and it's a fun short little watch. So if you get a chance and you're looking for something to sink your teeth into, go ahead and check that out and leave a comment. And once again, I'd love to thank Arcane Circle for giving us that opportunity. We appreciate it.
Ooh.
Oh, it actually shows up in the shorts too.
Ooh.
Can I?
I'll have something to watch.
Can I post this in the chat? Am I allowed to put links in the chat? Haha, I am. So yeah, if you're on Twitch and you're watching this, go ahead and check out that short and go to the attached video and enjoy yourself. Hopefully it's entertaining. I know I had a blast doing
if you did the Scratch voice.
We did that right from the start. He mimicked the Scratch voice and he got it about 80% there.
To say the Scratch voice is pretty freaking great, so.
So yeah, that's what's happening over here. We missed last week due to the weather. We had at least one person without power, and there was always the chance that my power was going to go out. Luckily, it did not. But it was better to be safe than start a stream and just cut out right in the middle. So
our luck, it would have happened.
Yeah,
my power blinked a couple of times.
I think mine blinked twice, which I don't know if it would have been enough to shut everything down. Probably enough to reset the router. So
yeah. My wires are underground, so it didn't even flicker.
Well,
but I was very, very busy out shoveling, at least until like 8:30 at night. So I was so tired.
We hope that everybody.
fair enough.
We hope that everybody out there in internet land is staying warm and enjoying the winter in whatever ways you can, whether it be sledding or staying inside with your electric blankets and
if you are sledding, do not do the stupid thing of doing it behind a car.
I mean, I did that when I was a kid.
Can confirm going under a vehicle in a sled is bad.
No. I mean, like, there's people nowadays who, like, tie their sleds to a car and then go sledding that way. Don't do it.
It sounds fun, though, but yeah, also dangerous. But it does sound fun.
We would tie them to the back of four-wheelers.
Well, there was just a news thing where there was, like, 4 teens who just lost their life because of it at, like, different locations. Within, like, a 4-day period.
You know, I don't...
If your brain isn't fully developed, maybe don't do it.
Like, even if your brain is fully developed, don't do it.
I feel like a lot of this stuff was like we did as kids, but we didn't like get hurt. You know what I mean? Like we were either just smarter or luckier.
I think it was a mixture of both because we probably weren't going. We were still being careful, but still to the point of having fun. Whereas nowadays, it's just like, let's gun it, see what happens, and go flying around a corner. Surely we won't lose control and go into a fence. No.
Yeah, maybe we were more afraid of our parents being upset with us too and getting in trouble.
100%.
That was probably So we were a little bit more careful.
If our stupidity didn't kill us, our parents would.
That's probably
terrifying.
true. That's probably true. Well, did everyone have I don't think we actually talked about Christmas and everything. Did everyone have a good holiday?
I
It was
enjoyed
a
it.
day that
Yep.
happened.
It was a day that happened.
Yep.
It
Yep.
was a day that
I
happened.
mean, for me, the whole thing was I went to work, so
Yeah, Venus and I had a
Oh,
pretty good
so
one.
that actually was nice. I took vacation the week between Christmas and New Year's, and I've never been able to do that since I've been in like primary school.
That's awesome for
So
you.
that was
Right.
nice.
yeah, but I gotta say, that Christmas check was very nice.
I didn't get a Christmas check. I did get my full bonus for once, and then taxes took half of it.
Yep,
Only half.
that's how that goes.
A little, yeah, about half. Yep.
Yeah.
Reminds me, I need to go on my tax information, finish filling out my
Uh.
tax return.
This is supposed to be the fun channel. Let's not talk about taxes.
Yeah.
I want to go live in Fantasyland.
All right.
Yeah. Where the
I'm
taxes
fighting a
are
nap.
merely an idea.
I'm fighting a nap right now. Thank you.
No caffeine?
Oh, eh.
Well, I'm
Not feeling
gonna
like it.
throw on
Complications.
the goblin theme, and we'll get into this then. Okay. So, would anyone like to give updates on what happened? It's only been 2 weeks.
Not much.
This is true. A bit of not
Yeah.
much. But does
Planted
let's see here.
bombs.
planted bombs,
Yep, planted bombs.
peeled some
Most of the
potatoes.
rest of
The
the
cook has-
team.
Mhm.
Yeah, there
Peeling
is
of
that.
potatoes.
Didn't even
The
get to
cook has
enjoy the.
bourbon under their
the-
apron. That was an important note that I took.
Grizzle spoke with the Silver Dawn Paladin, Erethel Tefane,
Mhm.
and found out that they were keeping things in kind of 3 locations: the central tent, the storage shed, were where most items were kept, but she also mentioned to be careful around the guard tent. There could be things kept in there, possibly. I wrote down, what did I write down here? Grin and Grem are the most sneaky among us, and Grin went to go check the central tents. I gave him an inspiration. Don't forget you have that, by the way.
Yep, I've got it marked down.
Also, I have a note that we're supposed to remind Wander that Grem looked around to see if there was anything worth taking since she wasn't here. We kind of said that's what Grem was doing.
Yeah. Yep.
And then Grubby, Greebo, and I went to the table with Bramblequill Dustwood, who is the Arcanist to the King, and Tefane, and we sat down to talk. And Grizzle had cast Silent Image to make it look like Grin was still sitting with Boom, about 30 feet away. And I made a note that spell only lasts 10 minutes. And then we switched to Grin in the central tent.
Very
And I am
nice.
currently hiding under a table, if I remember correctly.
And you have an enhanced ability on you for dexterity. It lasts an hour, I believe.
Oh yeah.
I also made note that we have potential complications with exits because the water is a river. What is
It's
it, Doomer?
ocean.
So the ocean area is guarded, and then like horses that we would steal, one of them is lame. We're not getting out of here without our goats.
Unless you want to run into the jungle.
Well, the last time we were in there, we got attacked by a tree, so I don't know, man.
I mean, technically the tree didn't attack us. We attacked the tree.
I'm pretty sure somebody got royally fucked up by foliage.
Yeah, that was one of the gnolls.
Well,
Go.
no, Tefane had mentioned to Grizzle as well that there were reports of things coming out of the forest and grabbing guards too.
Yep, so the
Yeah,
Imperials
Doomer's
are...
making this a one-way in, one-way out situation.
I'm just showing you that the guards are afraid of what's in the forest.
Mhm.
That's all.
Good enough reason for us to be leery of just running off into the trees.
I mean, if you want to
Or
reference
we
Mary
charm
and
a bunch of them to be human shields and walk behind them.
Mary and Pippin ran into the forest realizing the goblins were, or the orcs were afraid of the trees.
That's true. We could just die by guard or die by tree branch.
Well, I mean, if the Evil Dead told me anything, it's a terrible way to go.
Great. I've always wanted to be a kitschy horror film villain.
You guys are the villains here. What are you talking
Or
about?
victim, however this pays out.
Okay, so
I have done
Pretty-
nothing villainous yet.
just
I
plant
actually wonder
bombs.
if we know that we're the villains, or if we're just doing what. Like, not all bad guys think they're the bad guys, right?
Well, what do you guys
Or know
think?
they're the bad guys. I don't know.
I mean, you-
think I
Hashtag
just
Thanos was
don't
right.
care about other people's opinions. So
There you go.
Boom does bully Greebo, so I'm pretty sure Boom is evil, well, at least to some extent.
well, that is true. Yeah. I don't bully. I'm trying to build your realistic confidence. Like I don't want to give you too big of a pot, you know.
Yeah, we have a word for that. Starts with a B. It's called a bully.
Oh no, that's crazy. I think you're gaslighting me.
Okay, so that was a pretty good recap. Well done. Nice teamwork on that. So we have the evening meal, which has been laid out, and everybody's been getting their plates, and the majority of our crew has been invited to sit with the pretty much leadership of this archaeological dig. And so you have Duskwood, Tefane, and I always have to look at Bramblequill, all in the same spot, talking about this and that and the other thing. But what we're going to focus on for the moment is the central tent, which is housing quite a few things. But at the moment, we have a stealthy Grin hiding under a table after looking at a stone tablet. Now, there are two halflings in this area with him, and they're there to set up the display of findings so that when it is time for the Imperial Envoy to take a look, that it's all ready and good. If we all remember, Grin distracted them for the first time with a metal ball bearing, had them looking over in the corner for any vermin or other things that might have caused the noise. His second throw, though, wasn't quite as good. Shattered the glass of a hurricane lamp. Didn't set anything on fire, thank God, but made a bit of a ruckus. And then stealthed to hide under the table.
I mean, the ruckus was the point of the ball bearing, so task failed successfully.
Task failed successfully. Okay, so as this shattering happens, with most people out at dinner, it's not going to draw much attention from the outside, but it does gain the attention of the two halflings inside the tent. And they immediately turn to look at where that had come from. The male of the two walks over, seeing the glass on the floor, and begins to really start looking in a bit closer. The smaller one, the female. Brother, what was that? I'm not quite sure. Something broke this lantern here, and I don't think it was a mouse. Well, maybe we should go get one of the guards. If weird things are happening, we probably shouldn't try and take care of it ourselves, right? I think that's probably a good idea. You go out, see if any of the Imperials are right outside. I'll stay here and keep an eye on things. The the smaller one runs out of the tent, quite willing, a bit shaken up from the strange happenings, while the brother of the two kind of just stands and watches. He's on alert. Grin, what would you like to do?
Let's see here. I feel like my echo might be able to do something here. How far out can I summon it?
You tell me.
Where is that?
15 feet.
Manifest echo. Yes, 15 feet. How big is this tent?
It's about 25 by 25.
The table's about in the middle of the tent, right?
Yes, roughly the middle.
What's... Could I manifest it outside the tent and make it run away from where I know dinner is taking place?
How far can it get away from you once it's summoned?
I can move it up to 30 feet in any direction. If it gets more than 30 feet from me, it is destroyed.
Okay. Can you summon it in a place you cannot see?
Unoccupied space, you can see within 15 feet, so...
So it would have to be somewhere inside the tent.
Could I make it seem like it's coming out from behind one of the crates near the entrance
If
and
you
have
could,
it dash out?
that would probably work if you can see behind one of the crates from where you're at.
How well lit is the entrance?
It's a flap of a tent with a lantern hanging to the left of the opening.
Yeah, I'm going to manifest my echo and have it just make it seem like it has just dashed out from behind one of the crates by the entrance and have it sprint out in the opposite direction of where food is being served.
Okay. So, Grin, as you concentrate and manifest your echo back by the opening of the tent, the figure of the echo definitely catches the watchful eyes of the male halfling. And as you send the echo running out the door, the halfling turns after it and shouts out, "Wait, stop! You're not supposed to be in here!" And he does indeed chase after the echo. After he leaves the tent, you have no idea. But since your echo is running, as soon as it reaches that 30-foot threshold, you feel it dissipate.
Right. So, real quick, I'm going to get one final look at all of the documents of interest that are on the table.
Mhm.
And then I think I'm going to sneak out the way that I came in through the slit in the side of the tent that I made.
Okay, still with your 25 in stealth. Should be fine. Alright, Grin, as you slip out of the slit in the tent, you made sure to cut that slit where you were between two of the tents, so you're in a pretty well concealed space, but you definitely can hear more activity bustling around your location, as the one halfling that went to get the guards is on her way back, and the other halfling who just realized what he was chasing disappeared is calling out for assistance as well.
Are they roughly in the same direction, or are they in two different directions?
Well, hold on. Let me make a roll here. So she's coming from the back of the tent, and he's coming from the direction you sent the echo in.
Is one way any less well lit than the other?
Not really. I mean, they're all kind of lit by the lanterns on the outside of the tents, like the main walkways are. And of course, with the moon being out, it's a fairly decent night in the way of lighting.
Well, one thing I'm going to do real quick is say the activation phrase for my glamored studded leather armor. And going to make it look different from what I had been wearing. We had been wearing it around camp.
Okay. What are you going to make it look like?
Going to make it look like a steel breastplate.
Mm-hmm.
One that's been shaded a almost navy blue.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and sneak my way out, probably in the direction of the brother of the two halflings.
Okay. So-
With the hopes that with there being less people there, there's probably less chance of them spotting me.
Sounds good. Since you're trying to look inconspicuous, give me a deception roll.
Deception. I would like to use the bardic inspiration.
Okay.
And what is that? Is that a D6?
It's a D8.
It's a D8.
Thank you. You're a faster reader than I am.
Awesome.
Do yourself a favor and just edit that ability and put down at the bottom die equals D8.
Okay, I'll do that right now, actually.
Yeah, I do that for all my spells and things. The information I know I'm going to be looking for in the middle of the game, I put at the bottom. Okay.
All right. Well,
2.
uh,
Okay, so that is a total 10. So as you take a moment to collect yourself using the glamour on your armor, you start to walk in the direction of the brother who has been calling out for assistance, drawing the attention of a few of the guards. As you're walking closer, let me make a quick roll here. As the guard starts walking towards the brother stops a moment and sees you approaching as well. You there, why aren't you at dinner?
went out for a walk. What's going on?
A walk? You know it's not safe this time of night.
Neither are the city streets.
Give me another deception.
Come on, RNGesus, please be kind to me. 24.
Well, you should probably either get to dinner or get back to your bunk. There's been some strange characters around, and we don't need anyone else getting hurt.
Well, good luck with whatever's got you all strung out.
It's at this time that the two Imperial patrollers have made it to the halfling, and he begins to explain the thing that he saw. Do you stand and wait, or do you walk away, Grin?
gonna stay a little bit just to make it look like I'm not concerned.
Okay.
Am I capable of seeing Grin from where he's at, by the way?
I don't believe so. I believe there would be at least 2
Okay.
tents in your line of sight.
Can I don't know if, can I do the equivalent of holding an action for RP purposes? Is that a thing?
I mean, yeah, anything's possible. What do you want to do?
Well, I need to make sure that, like, as soon as Grin comes into view, that I do something with the illusion that I've created, so there's not 2 of him walking around. So I need to, like, get it to walk away and disappear behind something as soon as I see him.
And I will say this, RJ, you know it's getting pretty close to your spell running out. Because we are working on a 10-minute timer here.
That is correct.
So, has the noise that the brother was making reached over towards the dining area?
No, I feel they're pretty well distracted.
All
He-
right.
So you're just going to stay and listen for a
Well-
minute, Grin?
Just going to wait. Just going to wave at the guard and say, and if they have any questions, I'm just going to say, I don't know what's going on.
Well, as the halfling explains what he saw about how he and his sister were setting up things in the tent, and there were some odd sounds, and then a lantern glass was broken, and then he saw a figure run out of the tent in that direction. The one of the patrollers looks at you, and pretty much the same as what the halfling said. What are you doing out this late at night? Don't you know dinner's being served? We're not supposed to be walking the pathways after dark.
Wasn't quite hungry.
Did you see any of this that he's talking about?
Nah, I just got here.
Another deception.
RNGesus, please. Please. 12.
Let me just check this out here. Okay. He kind of pauses a moment and looks at you. Well, you were in the area. Are you sure you didn't see anything? You didn't see him chasing anybody?
Haven't seen anyone chasing anyone. And quite frankly, I just got here today.
I see. Persuasion.
It's not as good as my deception, but please, please, please. Oh, that's even worse.
It wasn't a lie, so it had to be persuasion. So you didn't see anything. You just got here today. And now you're acting clueless as to what's going on? He kind of looks back.
Are
Go ahead.
Are you asking me if I stole something? You want to pat me down, see if I've got anything I shouldn't be having on me?
The patroller kind of gives you another glance. You know what? Just... we got this to deal with. What's your name?
Matt.
Matt. You got a family name, Matt?
You think a goblin's gonna bother with a family name?
It's always worth asking. All right, get out of here. Go get some food or something.
Good luck. As I'm going to turn around and start moseying on over towards the dining area.
Okay.
Although, once I break line of sight, I am going to give the command word again to set my armor to look like it was before.
Okay. Easy enough to accomplish. And so, Gren, as you're making your way back to the dining hall, it is Grizzle, you can feel your spell about ready to give out.
Can I see him yet, though?
Give me a perception check. Yes, you do see the vague outline of a goblin-shaped thing coming towards the chow tent.
Okay, I will have the illusion stand up then and walk behind a tent or behind a box or something and dispel it from there.
Okay. So, with some fairly good timing, the illusion is accurate. And Grin, as you make it to the chow tent, what are you going to do?
Going to go and pick up a little bit of the food I helped make.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go and sit by Boom.
Okay.
Well, you're not dead, so I guess that is a plus.
Yeah. Got a little close, though, but I think I gave him the slip.
You were clumsy.
Clumsy is not quite the right word. Just
You got
less
caught.
convincing than I would have liked to have been.
Someone saw you.
Yeah,
What is the point
but they
of
didn't
the
see me.
sneaky people if you get seen?
Sometimes the best way to not get caught is to be seen where it's clear you weren't the problem.
Yeah, but you said that it wasn't convincing.
We'll see what comes of it, but all they know was that I was in the area, and I offered to let them pat me down because, well, I didn't take anything.
Did they ask you if you took something?
No?
Then why did you offer to tell them that you didn't take anything? That is
Simple.
hellisless.
Simple. What are goblins renowned for? Stealing.
Smelling bad? Oh, well.
I made it.
Yes. I would think like
I just made it.
eating people.
I just seemed to
stabbing
insinuate.
things.
I just insinuated that they were accusing me of stealing something.
Right. Anywho, did you actually learn anything, or was it a waste of time?
Target wasn't there.
Waste of time.
Maybe. The thing that was there might be tangentially related to what we're after. I'll give you the full details once dinner's done.
Right. What are you doing after dinner? Because it sounds like everyone is being very everyone is going to turn in, so it'd be very obvious if we do not.
Yeah. We head to our bunk. And we go through the motions of getting ready to turn in for the night.
Around everyone else.
Mm. And all the while, we're all going to have nice little chats amongst ourselves. Nothing suspicious there.
I don't like this timeline. I want to be far ahead of where we are now. I'd like to know way more than what we've gathered, which has been actually fuck all.
Well, I can tell you this much. What they have is not our target. It might have mentioned our target. It was a stone slab.
Okay, so we really need to fucking God. Alright, after dinner I'm going to go blow shit up. Is that what we're thinking? They don't have it, so we really actually have to go get it?
Yep.
Alright, let me go. Let me go talk to the people and let them know that I'm going to do a evening shift, so to speak. Don't get seen or caught. You're very recognizable. You know that, right? It's not like we're in a goblin camp.
I'm aware. And even if we were, my face isn't exactly unforgettable. Well,
Yeah,
it is unforgettable. Eh. Let me finish my food. I'm hungry. I've spent most of the evening peeling these potatoes.
And Boom will get up to go talk with Tinklestrove, Bramblequill.
Boom, as you look over after speaking with Grin, you do notice that there is one of the Imperial patrolmen speaking with Bramblequill first.
I'm going to walk up like I have nothing, like I'm like, oh, it's regular conversation, but I have work thing too, so I feel important and I can butt in.
Okay. So as Tinklestrove Bramblequill speaks with the Imperial patrolman, you catch kind of the end of the conversation.
Well, if you're sure, yes, we should definitely double the patrols and post some guards outside of the main tent. If someone teleported out of here, like with magic, then we need to up the security a bit. So yes, see to it. Thank you.
Yes, our demolitionist, the one that blows stuff up.
Correct, yes, that is me. So it seems like a timeline, your desired timeline is much shorter than the work that I did earlier is allowing. I feel personally behind schedule after looking at the ground in which I have to excavate, so I was hoping to get cleared to do an evening blow.
In spite of herself, Duskwood kind of chuckles at your phrasing.
Exactly.
But
I did not
Bramblequill,
stutter.
it seems to go over Bramblequill's head. Yes, actually, I
Like
was
a lot, because he's short.
yes, because he's short. I was kind of disappointed that you hadn't blown anything up yet. We were really hoping to get in there by tomorrow morning at the latest. So yes, as long as
Well, if I go now, hopefully we will get in there. Look, there's a lot of dangerous things in there. So if I go in and just blow a bunch of shit up, I could destroy everything that you want. You really want me to be much more cautious than you're alluding to. It's kind of unprofessional on your part, actually. You should really study a little bit more into the subject before you make assumptions, but I'll go work now, no worries.
like I want to make you roll something for the sass, but I just don't know
But
what
I'm
I would
not
make you roll.
lying.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I
Roll
mean,
for
she's
sass.
not exactly lying.
Okay.
Is gaslighting part of demolition work? Asking for a friend.
Depends on your
Professionally,
incendiaries.
Absolutely. I need the gas to make the light.
Well, by all means, go ahead. Go. You're the expert. That's why we hired you and had you brought down here. So yes, go. Yes.
Okay, thank you. I look over and I take a roll off of his plate and I walk out of the tent.
Okay. So we got Boom going that direction. What is everybody else up to? Is anybody up to anything?
Grubby, Greebo, and Grizzle are all sitting. Well, Bramblequill is up now, but we were sitting with Bramblequill, Dustwood, and Tefane having dinner with them while we spoke about the dig and things that were going on.
And
Greebo's
yes,
silently taking in information while sitting at the dinner table, pretending like he's a noble who belongs there among them.
drinking with
Like
his
pretending
pinky
himself,
out,
of course. Mm-hmm.
making sure to use the outermost silverware first.
Yes, the pot on his head extra shiny as well for this occasion.
Of course, Greebo keeps it classy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Greebo's
Okay.
a classy bitch.
And what about Grem?
The last thing I remember Grim was doing. He was picking up those little stones.
Yes, but now it is evening and dinner time.
Oh, Grim is absolutely shoveling food in her face. Also, keeping an eye out for her brother to make sure he doesn't get in trouble, because of course he would.
I mean, a little too late for that.
So you all
Wow.
have
You
ahead.
happen to like get in trouble as Grim is eating like the tastiest thing she's had in a while. Sorry,
Oh.
brother.
you all have
That's why
made it to chaos level 2.
God damn it, Grin.
There was no way I was getting out of there without getting caught in some manner.
You should have just walked away.
That was the closest I could have gotten.
You should have walked away as the guard was taking his statement.
And for the hell of it, oh, there's actually a text called Goblin 1.
Yeah.
We'll make that red. And we'll make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so we have Boom headed to the center of the camp where the basically sand pit / sinkhole is. We've got Grizzle and Grin together we've got Greebo and Grubby at the main table. And where is Grem?
Grandma's eating. So she would have been.
Well, you're
Was
either
there anyone else
eating
at the-
with the ones at the main table or you're eating with the ones not at the main table.
Oh god, the group split up on who's eating at the main table and who's not.
Were you eating with Boom and my illusion of Grin, or were you eating with us with Bramblequill, Dustwood, and Tefane?
Boom and
Good
Grim.
question. Were you? Yeah.
Okay. So now it's just Grin and Grem.
Yes.
All right. So at the main table, we have Duskwood having watched Boom walk away. She turns to the three of you. Is she always so colorful in her language?
That was her speaking actually pretty plainly. I think she was trying to hold back a little there.
It's part of her charm.
Really? I haven't got the chance to deal with many goblins before. I admit I'm a bit out of practice, I suppose.
She grows on you.
Like a fungus.
I'm sure. Are you all family or just business partners? Ooh, we gotta
I suppose
remember.
business partners would be the word. We've worked together before. We're called together for, different jobs around the countryside when, our specialty is needed.
I see. Do you all employ magical means on your jobs, or is it all practical explosives and things?
Practical explosives mostly.
Do you not find that a bit less precise?
We're a bit old school, but it gets the job done.
Oh, I see. Bramblequill says your references said you were very highly sought after and had worked for the Imperial Archaeological Society quite often. Have you found or helped acquire any relics that I might be aware of?
Greebo shrugs, adjusts the pot on his head and says, "Oh, we're kind of a big deal, but we can't really disclose some of the other things that we've acquired."
Give me a deception check, Greebo. Not bad. Okay. She kind of tilts her head, looking at you for a moment. Well, as you know, I am the royal arcanist, but since we are out in mixed company, I suppose it is best not to discuss such things openly.
You know how it is with these academic types. They like to keep things on the down low, hush-hush, until they've had a chance to really figure out what it is they're looking at, and then they publish their reports and send out memos, and that's how these things are done. And they don't like people talking about it before they've had a chance to really figure out what it is and where it comes from. I'm sure you've seen it before.
What he said.
Duskwood kind of laughs and looks over at Bramblequill for a moment. Not in my experience. Some of them just enjoy listening to themselves talk, if I'm honest.
I've heard many a town crier have to come out with retractions of stories that have been released too early just because word got out that somebody had discovered something and then it turned out not to be exactly what they thought it was. And I think the people that we've worked for before probably are being cautious just to make sure that the things that we found aren't going to have the same impact, I guess.
Give me a charisma check, Grizzle. Just flat charisma. Okay. I mean, that was a save, not a check, but
Oh, hang on, sorry.
I think the number would be the same. I don't know. Try the regular check. Yeah, we'll let you keep the save. Duskwood seems actually kind of enamored with the conversation. I guess that's a good way to look at it. Like I said, I suppose I'm not quite used to dealing with goblins. The Empire doesn't really farm things out to your people quite enough, if I'm honest with myself. But perhaps this job will open up some new avenues of business for you and your group.
That's always the hope. If word can get out of how good a job we do, then we get more work, you know?
Spoken like a true business person. You hear a kind of a bang on the table as Tefane kind of gives the disapproving mother look to Duskwood. Now, Arcanist, I know you like making conversation and all, but I really think you should let the poor dears eat. They did have such a long trip today from what you all was telling me. Oh, yes. My apologies. Go ahead, eat up. The cooks, they do a wonderful job. And if there's anything you'd like to ask, please feel free. I've kind of dominated the conversation today.
I have to admit, Lady Tefane, it's interesting seeing a Silver Dawn paladin here. I would not have expected that. Just regular run-of-the-mill guards contracted out, and for a dig site would have been normal. I'm just surprised to see you have traveled all this way to an archaeological dig site.
You've kind of caught her with a roll kind of tucked into her mouth. Oh, sorry about that. Well, the happenings in the jungle around this place seems to perhaps hint at some kind of curse, and so Silver Dawn being those specializing in such things, I felt it was probably best for me to come on out at the request of Captain Swain, after all.
You mentioned the weird things in the jungle before. Like trees or something coming out of the jungle and attacking some of your men? What was that about? Keep in mind, I did not mention to her before that we had already seen that.
Yeah. Well, there's been a lot of reports. As you can expect, we do keep a few patrolmen wandering the tree line just to make sure people ain't coming in and then, sneaking into the camp and all that. Of course, I just arrived here today, so I've only read from the reports, and what I've seen is branches and vines reaching out from the jungle, trying to drag people in, and there was an incident in the early weeks of this camp where we did lose one soldier. Not sure if he deserted or if the jungle took him, but it is something that needs to be investigated.
Do you suspect it has something to do with the dig site itself?
Well, I ain't quite the academic type. I mean, I read scriptures and study up on my blessings, but from the tall tales I've heard, there is something dark about this place. Was a whole race of people here at one point, and then just all of a sudden up and everything was gone. Some kind of dark cloud from the sky came down and wiped them all out. It's kind of exciting if you think about it.
Not for them.
Were there any survivors?
Oh, I'm sure there's a few survivors. There's still some Yuan-Ti around the continent. I do remember hearing about a group of adventurers a few years back finding a small colony of Yuan-Ti as far north as the Temple of Tamara. They apparently made some kind of deal. I heard the Yuan-Ti were kind of keeping it low-key and attacking livestock as people traveled along the road mostly. But apparently there's still some around. I don't know if they're descended from the ones here or if they were just a separate kind of tribe or something. But I have a suspicion that at least some of them got out. It'd be kind of crazy if every one of them was killed, right? Anything else anyone would like
I
to
will,
ask or say?
I'll turn to Arcanist Dustwood is still with us, right?
Yeah. Bramblequill, Duskwood, and Tefane are all there.
I'll turn to Dustwood and I'll say, and you, Arcanist, I have to admit, my surprise of seeing somebody from the court of the king come all the way out here as well. There must be a vested interest in this dig for somebody of your stature to be slumming it with the rest of us, I guess.
Well, of course there is something out here. Of course I can't quite divulge it, but any kind of magical artifacts are kind of my bread and butter, something that the kingdom is after, or not the kingdom, the empire is after. Of course they would send me to check it out. Now, of course, Bramblequill here says he has something interesting he's found, and I, conjured up a portal and came down here fast as I could, honestly.
Well, I hope your trip is well rewarded then, and that whatever you get to look at, whatever it is very interesting.
Oh, I hope so too. And she kind of looks at Bramblequill again as she says this. I would hate to have to report to the Empire that this has been an unfruitful dig. Funding would probably be pulled pretty quick, and as well as the contingency of soldiers. Bramblequill kind of picks up his napkin and kind of bats at his forehead a bit. Yes, as you've said many times before, and you've only been here a few hours. I know, but I think you will be pleased with what we found, and as soon as we can get into the tunnels, we'll be able to find the rest of it, and that, of course, we are relying on these fine folks. And Duskwood kind of smiles, turning back to face you all. You hear that? It's all dependent on you three. Well, not you three, but you and yours. So, hopefully after today, everybody will get paid and be happy with the findings, right?
Right.
Getting paid is always a good thing.
Wonderful. Then let's drink to successful business and secrets uncovered. And she raises her glass. Tefane follows suit, and so does Bramblequill, albeit a bit nervously.
I will also follow suit.
And Tefane adds, and may Bahamut bless this table and those gathered here around it. And we are going to take our break for this evening because it's almost midnight.
Somewhere far away, Malagus smiles.
All right. Is everybody back from their breaks?
Did any of us even leave except for you?
I mean, that's your fault. That's not my fault.
Hey, I had my break earlier. We're good.
I'd give you another Skeletor quote, but I can't think of any right now.
Shame.
No, I do have one.
Remember,
Do
condom
you?
companies kill their future customers. Until we meet again.
Oh my god, that took a second.
Oh.
Yeah, that one does take a second to get.
Yeah.
It's not wrong though.
That's true. Okay. All right. So we've had the discussions at the table. I do have to check in with Grubby, though. Is Grubby doing anything different or just kind of what's going on with Grubby?
Grubby still kind of like Grubby still wants clarification. We are doing what? Like what happened? I'm still kind of lost. My fault for coming in late, though.
In my notes, Grubby is with us at the table, right?
Yeah.
Then Grubby's keeping himself taking notes, and I will start chiming in because I didn't want to chime in case I wasn't actually there, essentially.
So
I
what's
will start chiming
happened?
in more.
What's happened is after the whole little discussion with Bramblequill during the day and you guys seeing where your stuff was stored, you guys kind of split off on your own checking out things. Boom set up some explosives around the camp as distractions for later. Grin ended up helping peel potatoes and planting one of the explosives in there. Grizzle started talking when he found out that Arethel Tefane was there. Greebo did some discussions with a young boy, one of the squires, and got a little bit of information from him, including some paperwork and guard shifts. That's correct. And then Grin and Grizzle put out. Well, I mean, you guys made a plan where Grin was going to check out what they were keeping in the big central tent, and Grizzle used an illusion to keep Grin's visage in the chow tent whenever dinner was called. I think that's everything.
Okay. Then
So
Grubby
that
will
conversation that I just had with Duskwood and Trefane, Grubby would have heard.
Okay.
Yep,
Grubby
while
will
eating.
call.
And it was a pretty
Right,
good... Sorry, go
Grubby's
ahead.
stuffing his face.
Yeah, it was a
Grubby's
pretty...
stuffing his face.
pretty good spread with some thick stew and some loaves of bread, some roasted turnips. There were pickles there, some water and weak ale, and honeyed biscuits. Yeah, it was
Oh
a
my
lot.
god, honey biscuits.
A lot of good food.
Okay.
Okay, so let's check in with Boom.
Is Boom blowing stuff
I'm
up?
blowing up lots of dirt.
Oh,
Dirt debris.
So you're actually like in the process of explosions while everybody's eating.
Yes, I set my wand up so I have a soundtrack. Do 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 do.
Boosh. Boosh.
What
I find I look
size
best.
of explosions are these?
I don't want them to be so much that they are like taking out other buildings because I Like, I want it to actually be very controlled.
So little ones.
Well, it depends on the square footage of the opening I need to blow up. It would be very exact. I'm not trying to be reckless because I don't want to draw extra attention.
Well, give me a perception check there, Boom. Let's see what kind of thing we're working with here. Okay.
Boom, baby.
So as
with the boom, baby. Thank you, boom.
as you've inspected the ruins and the sinkhole and all this for a bit of time now, you can kind of tell that this area was actually a building at one point, an enclosed building. And since then, it has been knocked down, whether by the tide and the sea breezes, or perhaps by that dark calamity that came through hundreds of years ago. You're unsure of that part. But what you know is this was an entirely enclosed structure with a passage that led down. So this was the entrance to those underground tunnels. And when it collapsed, it of course collapsed in and the ground sunk, which leaves the sinkhole. So what you're working with is about a 15 by 15 foot passageway that leads at probably about a 50-degree angle, or maybe less than that, maybe a 40-degree angle down into the beach.
Yeah, so you have to be very careful, right? Because if it goes down into the beach, I don't want to flood the passage.
Correct. Makes sense. So a bunch of controlled small explosions.
Correct.
Okay. So, and you guys at the tables hear this, the first few explosions going off to the muffled music from the distance of Boom just having the time of her life over there.
Boom making boom. Every time I hear one of these explosions, I'm gonna cough really loudly to try to mask the sound.
They know I'm blowing it up, but thanks, I guess.
Bramblequill kind of looks over to Grubby. Are you okay? Did you catch something on their way here?
Down the wrong pipe.
Oh my god. I love it. I love it.
That was the whole point of that stupid thing that I wanted.
It's making sense now.
It's all coming together.
Okay. So, let me make a couple rolls here. Just.
Run away.
And okay. So, while you are making your way through the sandstone bits that are there and blasting your way further, you do find the passageway. And so you have an outline of what you're now focused on. But you are starting to get a bit of sand collapse from around the outer edges. Do you have any strategy to help with such things?
We'll make more booms.
I have like so many fucking things. so that they were having the sand collapse in. How far from the water, like with the sand collapsing back in, is the water? Am I in danger of flooding anything?
I would say where you're at, you're a good 150 feet away from the edge of the ocean.
Okay. Okay. Very good. I think I'll probably have my homunculus with me too, and like they'll be kind of acting like a bucket and like removing sand, like chittering in, taking a mouthful of sand, chittering out. And
Okay.
probably we'll put in like stabilizing wood poles. I'm sure there's like debris and shit around. And I might end up going further down instead of at an angle so that I can, once I safely get through the sand layer, I can then swing back in.
Makes sense.
The sand can't last forever. I'll just blow it away.
We hope.
I mean, scientifically, I don't know how this globe is formed, but sand is a very small top layer.
Yes, and it does get a little wet as you get closer down into the water table. But yeah, your homunculus helps get you there, and you definitely are starting to clear out the passageway bit by bit. Meanwhile, over in the chow hall, your compadres are probably just finishing up their meals.
If there's a chance for it, you bet your ass Grem is like taking those honey biscuits and like, do they have like actual honey on them or is it like baked in?
Baked in, probably.
Perfect, because Grem is shoving them in their pockets.
Of course.
Look, don't judge.
I'm not judging at all. Not
Honestly,
one
it
bit.
just makes perfect sense.
Right? Perfectly good biscuits. They're not otherwise likely.
In fact, Grin is helping.
Good job. So, what did you find?
Nothing that's gonna get us out of here faster, but some information might be useful for once the tunnels are opened up. Outside of that,
Use.
yeah.
Why do I get the vague feeling? Grin's like looking at Grin, like squinting their eyes, looking at their brother, like, You didn't get caught, did you?
Not in a way that they can prove that I was doing anything.
Tisk tisk rookie.
There's only so many ways out of there, and both ways were covered.
Ah, rookie, rookie, rookie. Distractions are a great thing, aren't they?
Yeah. Next,
Also, you think
Although-
maybe next time we could get like our demolition master to make us a soundtrack?
that
Wow, now
You're
that
sneaky.
you're-
Why would you want a soundtrack?
So I want a soundtrack for when I'm being sneaky.
Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da.
Because practicality's overrated.
the
Alright,
soundtrack is for
Chrome.
when we eventually
Pink
get
Panther
caught.
theme. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
My wand has one song in one song.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Boom.
Uh, but next time there needs to be some sneaking in doing. You're taking point on it.
Nothing to say to that, Grem?
Honey biscuit in the mouth.
Fair enough.
What? What you said?
Next time, sneaking needs doing. You're taking point.
Good. Thank you. You're learning.
Yeah. I'll just hang out in the wings, making sure that you do have a distraction at the ready in case something goes wrong.
That's how we do. Oh my god, these honey biscuits.
All right.
Look at that bowl. We're taking the bowl.
Gotcha.
Filling the bowl with honey biscuits and just walking out, just shoving a honey biscuit in their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting a recipe for this.
I mean, Boom had me working in the kitchen earlier. Sure, it won't be too hard.
Probably not. Child's play.
Yeah.
Shall we go see what our demolition master is doing?
Might as well.
Off to the booms.
Anything to get out of sweltering hellholes
Grem is
all
like-
sooner.
Doing like the fist in the air, except there it's a honey biscuit in their hand that's half eaten.
Okay. So you guys are going to see Boom as well?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Suppose so. Please tell me that as we get closer, we can hear Boom's music from the wand.
How loud is it, Boom?
Well, I have to hear it over the explosion.
True. So yeah, probably.
It's really an immersive experience. I mean, explosions are loud, so I don't care how loud the music is, because people are already inconvenienced by the explosives.
True.
That's fair.
It's not my problem.
That's fair.
So pretty loud. Like you're in a movie theater and all of a sudden it's surround sound.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's around something with Boom.
And they're probably in the hole setting up some strategically placed dynamite, climbing back up to a landing, sending in click click to light the explosives, and then rinse and repeat until I find an opening.
Okay. It takes a little bit of time, but with your expertise and the rolls you made, you've uncovered most of the opening by the time your compadres arrive.
Guess somebody's got to do work around here.
I mean,
I guess besides our potato farmer.
yeah. Thanks
takes
for
a lot
that,
to
by
work
the
those
way. Way to
potatoes.
throw me under the cart.
I was not going to be taking my whole day to peel fucking potatoes.
Eh,
You could have
suppose it all
found a
worked
way
out
out
in
of
the
it.
end.
You choose not to. That is on you. Also, how do we explain that you were in two places at once tonight? In case a guard comes through and asks.
I mean, I was wearing some. I mean, I made it look like I was wearing something different at the time. So
Your face?
Mm.
Were you
Person's
wearing
just
different
crazy.
face?
Person's just crazy.
No.
My brother sat next to me all night.
That is reckless behavior for you in a professional job, but whatever. As long as it doesn't fall back on me. I don't care. You suck, not my problem. Boom.
Boom.
Oh, back up.
I'll back up.
Oh, Grem gets stuff out of the way.
That's as much warning as you get. It's probably too late.
Oh, I love it.
both Grin and Grem are just casually reaching into the bowl between them and just eating biscuits.
Yep.
I send click up there and it takes one in its little canary feet and then flies it down to me.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. So, oh great strategist, what is our plan? What are we doing now? We're behind, it better be good.
Am
Grubby?
I with you guys now? I thought we were at the table.
I thought you guys
No,
all
we-
got up.
Yeah, no, we all got done with dinner a little while ago.
Oh, well, if I don't see you, then I wouldn't ask that. I do like, so where is
Wait, did you guys all
everyone?
run down the hall? Did you guys all run down the hall towards the explosions?
Well, it's outdoors.
Oh.
I think.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think
I was just like
for
walking
Grizzle,
around outside, kind of just like looking around as the explosions are happening.
Yeah, I think
I
for
was very
Grizzle,
distracted.
once the explosion started, I would have excused myself from dinner to go and make sure I wasn't needed as part of the demolition team.
Makes sense. I believe it.
I would just be watching Boom's handiwork and try to pretend not to be impressed.
And also making sure that
Very hard.
anyone who is not part of our team isn't getting too close.
Okay.
I'm going to like skitter up towards the top, and just kind of peek over the edge, so like you kind of just see like my nose and my eyes, and I've got like rock dust and sand everywhere. Absolute maniac. My hair is blown back. So like once I get through, what are we doing? Are we sneakily going in there as like a, oh, we're making sure everything is safe but like, what if they want to come investigate it before the morning? We need to get in there, find the object, and get the fuck out. And we have like only a couple hours max to do that.
Do we even know exactly what we're looking for?
A key. We are looking for a key in a buried tomb.
Right.
Wouldn't it be better to wait at least until everybody was starting to go to sleep for the night?
To go in?
Yeah. There'd be less eyes on us.
Sure, but how do
Not
you explain that
necessarily.
you're not in your bunk?
Sleepwalking, of course.
They
Yeah, they
double
ain't gonna-
patrols.
Well, we just avoid the patrols.
Oh, can you ask Grin how well that went for him?
Grin, how well did it go for you?
Oh, very good.
The patrols weren't really a problem. It was the two people in the tent where I needed to be that were the problem.
I mean, saying avoid the patrols is an easy thing to say, but I am not a roguish type of individual. I've got a lot of shit on me. I probably clank. I'm followed by
And you
two
go
mechanical ducklings.
And your tendency to go boom.
Alright, I am not quiet.
No, they are not.
But it makes sense for me to investigate the safety of the mining area. I just don't know how long I can justify that. But as the demolition crew, that would give everyone leeway to be in there. However, I don't know if they would require an escort. We could just kill the escort. I have no problem doing that either. And say, oh no, cave in, we got the key, fuck off. I mean,
For
once
that
we get the
matter.
key, I can blow up everything underground and sink the whole fucking place. I really don't give a shit.
That does sound like something you would do.
Honestly, that would probably give us a very convenient way out, too. Also, if it looks like we died in the blast,
Oh, it won't
Could
be
a
my
very
first
good time
time.
right when we leave. Glad I thought of it.
Yeah, so glad we have you here to think of it. Alright, well, everyone start getting sand out of the way and stop being useless. And I like scramble back down.
Noted.
Someone bring me in beer!
Ooh. Grem goes, like, is holding the bowl and, like, runs off to find a beer. Or two.
All right. So, digging it through the sand with extra help definitely increases your chances. Are you trying to get through it tonight, or are you going to try and wait?
I want to get through tonight, get in there tonight, and get out of there and gone before the morning.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's have a few strength checks then. From those helping get the sand out.
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing and I
Oh,
closed
shit.
my character sheet. Give me a second.
Okay.
I would have my homunculus help give someone the help action.
Okay.
You said a strength check?
Mm-hmm.
Greebo's gonna
doesn't
pretend like he's
allow-
in charge and direct people.
I guess, Grizzle, my homunculus would give Grizzle the help action.
Because
Okay.
Grizzle could use all the help he can get when it comes to strength checks. So
All of us, probably.
I mean,
Am I making it? I'm not digging out sand.
No, you're not digging.
I would
Oh.
understand.
Never mind.
Well, damn.
I have a
Dang.
-1 +1. What is that?
I don't know. Where did that come from?
Hmm,
Hilarious.
maybe an item.
I have a -1 because my strength is 9, so my modifier.
Okay.
Trying to see why I have a +1 that I don't know.
All right. So it takes about an hour and a half, and by this point, all the people who were eating in the mess tent have finished their meals and have gone back off to work or to their bunks for the evening. It is dark, so the sun has completely set, rather than just being twilight. Well, no, the moon was out before. My bad. So yeah, it is just later in the evening at this point. And you have uncovered the passage in a passable way.
You know, what away?
Passable?
Oh, okay.
What is your plan, everybody?
This is the passage to where the key is?
It's a passage into the
Presumably.
tunnels.
Okay.
Graham would like to look around to see if there's
Yeah, I was gonna see, is there like
anything.
anything we see? Is there anyone down here?
Give me a perception check. You don't see evidence of anybody down here. It looks like the tunnel was probably empty whenever the collapse happened.
Oh no, Grem was like, that was Grubby who was looking for people. Grem was looking for like items.
Oh, it's a sandstone hallway.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Also, was it like, is there anything on the walls that would like indicate or mark traps or anything?
Do me an investigation check.
Once my character keep
Oh,
loads, I will.
me, I'm horrible at those.
Load on you.
Where on the map did we enter in, Dumer?
The long passage at the top left.
Wait, you all see a map? I still see like the main.
Yeah.
No, I have a map.
Yes.
I have a map because I copied the map.
Uh-huh.
So the passage that ends in, what is that, stairs?
A door, I believe. Hold on, let me double check. Oh, sorry. Not the very top left, like the middle left. That long passage by itself.
Okay, all the way over.
Yeah, all the way over to the left.
Got it. I show everyone the map. Like here, look at this. I will listen for anyone behind us while also making sure that the integrity of the ceiling and the walls and all of that is not going to kill us. And then I look at everyone else and I'm like, you all check for traps, bad guys. Lots of, I don't know, spiders, things like that.
Ignore this roll. I'm just testing something.
Okay.
Grem is absolutely going to be looking for like anything that's like traps or whatnot.
Same with
Okay.
Grin.
And then if I take a peek back out towards the main, like, hole that I blew. Is anyone checking in on us?
There
Before we get too far in.
are a few patrols wandering about, but well, I mean they've doubled up on the patrols, but watching you is not really their main concern. They're just, especially with the explosions kind of hurting their ears, you've driven most of them back enough to where you're probably pretty well off with some privacy at the moment.
Okay. I just want to make sure that our Bramble Quill and Tefane and stuff aren't, like, hanging out, keeping watch over us.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I have Jack of all trades, by the way. I can add half of my proficiency bonus rounded down to any ability check you make that doesn't already include your proficiency bonus.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So the -1 because is my modifier for strength, but then it's +1 because of Jack of all trades.
Very good, very good.
Cool.
Fancy.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but apparently Grin got some dust in his eyes at some point.
You were just
Were
terrible.
we? I'm sorry, because I was investigating that. Were we all making checks to see if we saw traps or not?
Yep.
I mean, if
Sure,
you wanted
well,
to. Depends
yeah.
on what you were doing.
Grin was. Or Grem and Grin were.
But no Bramble Quill, no Tefane, no Arcanist.
I
No.
didn't see
Yeah.
shit.
Not at the
See,
moment.
I'm not the only one who got dust in their eyes.
Babies, a little dust in your eyes.
So, Grem, with your perception, if you guys haven't like entered the actual passageway yet, you don't see anything like within reach or within the immediate area that seems out of place to you.
Grem is gonna. Is there any like stone from like what's been blown up that Grem could like skip across the ground?
I mean, there's all kinds of debris around.
Cool. Grem's gonna grab just a random thing and just yonk and just skip it across the ground.
Well, it makes a nice crisp echo as you toss it down the tunnel, but nothing seems to go off on it.
Seems safe enough. And they take a step forward.
I'm going to
Moment
give
later.
Grubby the map.
A moment later, Grin kind of stops and hands you a crowbar to use as a kind of poking stick.
Sure, give me the crowbar.
The other one's so eager to go first.
One gives you an ear for a little dust in your eye.
You really want the guy that's currently temporarily blind.
Oh yeah, sure.
Be
Send
taken
have
point.
blind one first. Oh, I see how it is.
Besides, you really trust anyone else to pull your ass out of the fire?
Now, Graham starts taking a step at a time, just poking around with the crowbar before taking steps forward.
You would.
Yep. You want to fight me on it?
No, you're too tall and scary.
The fact that Grem is considered tall and scary is hilarious.
Well, with the passageway inspected and everybody gathering up to head in, I think that's probably a good place to stop for tonight because we're 10 minutes away from 1 a.m.
Oh, I feel it.
All Well, I would like to thank everybody for watching. Thank you to our new follower that we got about an hour ago. And once again, if you haven't already, check out Arcane Circle with their little interview with me, Dumericuse of Duo Gaming. And check out their pages for more stuff and more creators that they're going to be highlighting. For tonight, from all of us over here, I want you all to remember that there are 20 sides to every story. Roll for yours.